Good evening. My name is Dan Park, and I'm the principal at Beyer High School. This is actually my 11th year as the principal and 16th year as a school administrator at Beyer High School. I think this is really the place to be. Beyer High School is an outstanding high school, and we look forward to you and your family finding all of your educational needs here on our campus. We provide a variety of ways for your students to both academically achieve, athletically achieve, and socially, emotionally get developed as well. As a matter of fact, our goal is that when your student leaves our campus, they are socially, emotionally, academically, and physically ready to be successful either in college or in a career. And to that end, there are several things we offer at Beyer High School that help students meet those goals. There's a strong advanced placement program here at Beyer High School with a wide variety of advanced placement courses. As well, there's a number of pathways on the campus to prepare your students either for college or for work after high school years are over. We're going to take a tour tonight. I hope to give you a little glimpse of the different things that are available to your student on the campus. It's not the sum total of all the things we offer. For example, we're not talking about clubs that are available to your students and other things like that, but we're trying to hit some of the highlights of the campus to give you a flavor and a taste of what Beyer High School is all about. I truly believe Beyer High School is where you belong, and we'll make a commitment to you and your family to do everything we can to help your student be successful both now in high school and after high school. Come on, let's go see some of the things on the campus. So I've brought you out here to some new facilities on the campus. They house our newest program, the Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, an outstanding program for students that are interested in developing skills for after high school. It's not a military recruiting organization. It is a part of the military, but a lot of great skills are learned in these programs, in the Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps program. As a side note, it does count for PE credit if you're interested in that. We're going to take you inside and let you speak to the two gentlemen that are in charge of this program.
Hi, my name is Major Retired Puneet Sharma. I'm the senior Army instructor here at Fred Beyer High School, and my bell buddy here.
Hello, my name is Steph Sergeant McBride. I am the Army instructor here at Beyer High School. Looking forward to having the time to build an outstanding program here at Beyer. Looking forward to kids coming back to school so we can get busy.
We're in the ag shop now here at Beyer High School, the small engines repair classroom. As you can see from just looking around, there is a lot of equipment in here, high-level equipment, very great class for students to learn some very hands-on, job-ready skills. This class, this team coming out of this class, the small engines team, has won a state championship every other year for the last 14 years. They've got 7 state championships in the last 14 years. Dynamic, outstanding. If your student's interested in small engines and learning how to work with their hands, repair motors, and know about mechanics, this is the class they need to be in. This is the pathway they need to participate in.
Hi, I'm Mr. Wolf, and I'm the small engines instructor here at Beyer High School, and I absolutely love what I do, and I can't wait to teach you how to fix and repair engines.
We're in the greenhouse here at Beyer High School right now. The greenhouse is part of the Beyer Ag Pathway known as horticulture. In this greenhouse typically is filled with plants, and these plants are used also in the floral design class where students are making arrangements and learning about plants and raising plants and how to take those plants and make arrangements for career work after high school. It's a great pathway, it's a great program in here, and again, this place is typically filled with plants when students are on campus. So, as I mentioned earlier, the Ag department at Beyer has several components. There's the horticulture component, there's the small engines component, we've showed you both of those. Finally, I wanted to bring you out here to the Ag farm. As you can see, students are planting trees, have planted trees, and are learning that process of raising fruit production trees. And then in the background back here behind me, you can see that there is livestock cages or pens where they raise goats, they raise chickens, they raise turkeys out here. Those are all part of these summer festivities at the fair. They enter those animals at the fair. So students are getting a wide range of experiences in the Ag department. Another one of the programs that your student can get involved in at Beyer High School is the robotics program. It's a pretty exciting program. Students learn many job-ready skills in this program. They learn things like design, how to use CAD equipment, how to do electrical wiring, how to program computers and robots to do certain things. Students even learn welding, sheet metal work, etc. Matter of fact, I'm standing by one of the robotics classes creations, this robot here. When the students started, there was nothing here but just metal, belts, some tires, wiring, etc. It looked nothing like this. It was just material, raw material. The students had to create a robot that could do the following. This year, the students created a robot that could actually latch on to this bar and do a chin-up. That was the requirement. Now, when the students are working this robot, it'll be running all over the floor, and then it'll end up here at the bars and actually do a chin-up. This is just one of the many kinds of robots that the students design and develop. And again, it's a great career starter. A lot of skills are learned in here, and it's a great launch into the next level of STEM studies at colleges and universities if that's your student's choice. Great opportunity for students to learn some great stuff in this class. I'm standing here in the DSLR photography classroom. This is one of the newest pathways on the Beyer campus. In this pathway, students do things like digital journalism, graphic design, Photoshop, those types of things. I'm going to turn it over to the teacher in charge of this pathway, and she's going to give you a little bit more information about what they do in the class.
Hi guys, my name is Miss Jones and I am the DSLR Photo 1-2 teacher, and next year we're going to be having DSLR 3-4 as well. Right now we've been doing things a little creatively with it being distance learning and everything. We have been actually taking photos with our phones and learning a lot about elements of composition. We've been using Photoshop to create newly moments in history from the inauguration most recently, and we've actually also created monsters for Halloween. So next year we're looking at actually doing more hands-on with the physical cameras and learning about manual settings, and eventually getting into graphic design and learning how to create magazine layouts and posters and all of those wonderful things. So I look forward to seeing you in my class next year.
Okay, so I've been talking about some of the pathways we have on the campus. For example, the Ag pathway, the Robotics pathway, the JROTC pathway and program. But I also want to mention that we have an outstanding selection of sports at Beyer High School. I'm standing in front of the football practice field, and I just want to mention that last year they were the league champions. So again, we have some great academic programs and pathways, but we also have some great athletic programs. The Beyer football team, again, league champions last year. Let's walk over here and I'll show you some other athletic events and programs your students can get involved in. Oh, wow, nothing like working out with weights. Be careful when you're working out. You want to be supervised. You don't want to try and lift as much weights as I'm lifting unsupervised. But this is the weight room, and I wanted to show you the Beyer state-of-the-art weight room. I mentioned the football team were league champions last year. Those players spent a lot of time in here working out. If you're on an athletic team at Beyer High School, you'll be in this weight room at different times working out. But also, if you just want to take weight training as a PE class, you can do that as well. Again, never lift weights without being supervised, especially when you're trying to lift as much as I was lifting. Some other options for our Beyer students in athletics is the boys and girls basketball teams and the girls volleyball team. I'm standing here in the Beyer gym where all of our home volleyball and basketball games are played. If you're interested in girls volleyball or boys or girls basketball, this is the school for you to participate in. Our teams have been league champions in the not too distant past, and it wasn't that long ago that Beyer's basketball program went to the state championships. And if you're not on the athletic teams, then at least you'll be in here for the rallies. Outstanding rallies. This place is packed with students cheering for their team and cheering for each other, and a lot of great moments and memories you'll build right here in this gymnasium. Yes, I wanted to let you know that we do have dance here at Beyer High School. I'm standing in the dance room, and we have a very solid and outstanding dance program. If students just want to take dance for their PE class, that's certainly available, but we also have after-school dance production, and our dance production team has traveled to Disneyland in the past and worked with the Disney dance crew. So it's a very strong, dynamic program, and if you're interested in dance, we have the great program for you right here at Beyer High School. Another option for Beyer students, another athletic option for Beyer students, is the aquatics programs. Beyer has both swimming team, and a water polo team. And over the last couple of years, in both swimming and water polo, and in both boys and girls teams for each event, they've been league champions. And let me say about swimming, the swim team in particular, there are over 100 students involved in the swim team. They're very receptive to students coming out and participating and being on the team. So even if you've never swam before and want to participate, this might be a program you'll want to get involved in. Obviously, in any high school experience, athletics plays a big part. If you're interested in athletics, Beyer has the full spectrum of sports for your student to be involved in. And let's go. I'm going to introduce you to the athletic director right through this door.
Welcome, Patriots. This is Mr. Korchich, your athletic director. I'm excited to meet you. I look forward to seeing you out on the playing fields. Here at Beyer, we have a tradition of excellence and working for the best. And so we want you to be here. We've got every sport you can imagine, great coaches, great kids, and a great time. We look forward to seeing you on the field.
As I said earlier, we try to provide something for every student on the campus. If your student is musically inclined, we have an outstanding music program and an historical marching band program. You can't see them, but all along the walls behind the camera are trophies from over the years winning various kinds of awards in different competitions. And some of those same trophies are behind me. If your child is musically inclined, Beyer High School has a place for your child. Right now I'm standing on the stage in Beyer's Little Theater. If you're interested in drama, we have both classes in the daytime that your student can take as a class, or if you want to be involved after school, there's after-school drama clubs. Either way, either as a class or a club member, you can participate in the drama productions here on the campus. Typically, we have 2 productions every year. Now, students and parents, let me take you to meet some very important people. Down this hall, you're going to find your academic counselors. Over the next 4 years, they're going to become one of your best friends on this campus. And we're going to go to each of their offices, and they're going to introduce themselves and tell you what particular part of the alphabet they work with. And you can look forward to working with them next year and when you arrive on the Beyer campus. Come on, let's go.
Welcome, future Beyer Patriots. I'm Dr. Chamberlain, counselor. I service students with the last names A through G.
Greetings, I'm Melinda Freeman, and I have the alphabet of H through M, and I also take care of the English learner or EL students.
Hi everyone, this is Ms. Farhadi, and I oversee the Alpha N through Z. Can't wait to meet everyone.
Hi Beyer, my name's Brianne Duran. I'm the college counselor here. I help students with college planning and advising. Looking forward to meeting you.
Beyer High School is also very fortunate to have a team of very committed and dedicated administrators, and I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves as well.
Hello, I'm Mauricio Martin, assistant principal here at Beyer.
Hi, I'm Julie Carota, an assistant principal at Beyer.
Also part of the Hey, we're at hey. Horticulture. Okay. Do I look okay? Should this be zipped a little bit or just left wide open? Does my makeup look okay? Powder? Okay. How's my pants? Are they up high enough? Not sagging. Got my zipper up. My thing's still looking good. What do I do with my hands? You see it in my hands? Yes, you guessed it. I'm in the Beyer dance room, and I wanted to let you know that we do have dance at Beyer. Yes, I am the principal. It's a very serious job I have.
That was a great intro.
And you coo, be doo, doo doo. This, Beyer High School is also very fortunate to have two very committed administrators working on staff here. Probably they both should be committed. We'll retake that.
I wouldn't.
To Beyer High School.
Cut.
Cut. That didn't sound right either. Beyer High School is all. I say it so fast. Let's do it one more time. Beyer High School. Beyer High School. Beyer High School is also very fortunate to have
This is like you recording an auto dialer.
I've done that 10 or 15 times. Beyer High School is also very fortunate to have a team of very capable and committed administrators.
Was that it?
Was I supposed to say something else? What am I supposed to do?
I think you should gesture to your right.
It's out of here.